Hey everybody, it's Mr. Greg. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited that y'all are joining us for another fun Facebook Live, and I'm really excited to welcome Mr. J. Hey, Mr. J, how are you doing?
Hey, how are you doing today, Mr. Greg?
I'm good. I'm so excited that you're here. I'm really excited to get to chat with you tonight. So thank you so much for joining us. I know it's super late where you are, and I know for a lot of us, it's late. So thank you all for hanging out with us tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. I cannot wait to hear ideas from Mr. J and talk about his Elevate session. But I want to get started with what we all love, some giveaways and prizes. We love us some prizes. And so tonight we have some pretty good prizes to give away. We have a free ticket to Elevate Virtual. We have a groovy planner from Berto & Co. by the Kindergarten Smorgasbord. We have 2 notepads of your choice from Berto & Co. by the Kindergarten Smorgasbord. And we have a $25 gift card to the TKS store. So it's super easy to enter. All you have to do to enter is hit the share button and join us in the comments. The more you share and the more you comment, the more chances you have to win some amazing prizes. So hit that share button, invite your friends to join us. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. And get in those comments. Tell us where you're from. How many days do you have left? What questions do you have about circle time and attention getters and all the things? So share, comment. The more you engage with us, the more chances you have to win. So I'm excited to give away some prizes tonight. So our guest tonight, I'm super pumped to get to know this guy. I love following him on social media. So I'm pumped that he is a part of Elevate and that we're all going to learn from him tonight. So Mr. J, tell us about yourself.
Hello, everybody. My name is Mr. J. I am your kid's favorite pre-K teacher. I've been teaching pre-K here in Atlanta, Georgia now for 9 years. I love dealing with the younger kids, the younger scholars, to see them grow and learn every day. They come in as babies, but they leave as little young entrepreneurs after they leave my classroom in pre-K, because I always make it fun, make it engaging. If you are following me on social media, you see that I'm always intentional with my students. I like to get down on a level to make sure that they have a connection, that they understand that when I'm socializing with them. I also like to have fun, engaging activities. So no one want to come to school and have a boring day. I don't want to be a boring teacher, so I try my best to have fun, engage in activities that my kids are interested in. And I'm originally from Alabama. Um, we only have a little bit of head starts and things down there, but we are getting a little better with preschool. But I've been loving living here in Georgia and teaching pre-K for these 9 years. I also now do professional development, so that's also a great thing for me now because of my intentional teaching being in the classroom. So, Mr. Gray, that's just a little bit about me. Like I say, I've been teaching pre-K for 9 years. I'm very, very intentional and very, very passionate about teaching my little scholars and watching them grow each and every day.
Thank you for being a male in early childhood. There are not enough of us. We need more males in early childhood. So I love that you are a pre-K teacher and I love your intentionality. I love the way you engage with your kids. And like you said, none of us wants to be the boring teacher, right? And our kids don't want
No.
to come to school and be bored. And so I love that. And I know that tonight we're going to have some great conversations, but I also know in your Elevate session, you're going to share so many great ideas and strategies for the classroom. And here's the really cool thing. Mr. J is in the classroom. So what
Yeah.
he's going to share at Elevate in his Elevate session is what he's doing in his classroom, what works with his kids. And that's what Elevate is all about.
Yes.
So if you haven't yet registered for Elevate, go ahead and do it now. Click the link in the comments and the description. Use the code Jeremy. That will save you an extra 25% off. Elevate is,
The code.
yeah, you got it right. We got to save the money.
Use the
Use the
code.
code. So Elevate, more than 30 sessions, 4 keynotes, $500 in resources for your classroom, $10,000 in giveaway, a certificate of attendance. You can get college credits through Elevate Virtual now. We have an app to make it even easier to access the conference. You can access on your computer. You'll have 90 days access, which means you can watch all of the recorded sessions anytime, anywhere, as much as you want for those 90 days. So click the links in the comments in the description, get registered, use the code Jeremy to save an extra 25% off. So I've already seen a couple of questions come through, but Jeremy, go ahead and give us just a little sneak peek into what your session is all about at Elevate Virtual, and then we're gonna get into some questions and some comments about Circle Time.
All right, let's talk about it. So first of all, I do want to talk about a little bit of circle time and just about a little bit of just getting your kids' attention. We're going to be talking. The name of my session is "Can I Have Your Attention?" And it's basically about having everybody attention in the classroom: the teachers, your co-teachers, your students, whoever in the classroom with you. Um, it's all about being able to do fun, engaging activities, but be able to know what your kid like. If you know you got a lot of runners in your classroom, you know this preschool, so we deal with a lot of little boys liking to run through the classroom and things like that. You have to have something that they're interested in when you're talking about getting their attention throughout the classroom, doing transitionings, doing small group time when you're trying to line up outside. You need to have something that the kids are familiar with, but also that is fun and engaging, because you might have, let's say, a challenging behavior kid that doesn't do well when it comes to transitioning to a different center or a different place inside of the school or throughout the school day, a daily routine. So what you need is you need things, songs, you need gestures, you need fun activities, having balls, having playful resources, things that you can maybe manipulatives or sensory toys that kids can touch and play with throughout these time. But make sure that you know your students. So in this "Can I Have Your Attention" session, we're going to be up and moving. Right now it's 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night, but I'm going to tell you right now, when you sign up for this training, for this virtual training, this is not a sitting down training. We're going to be up and moving. You hear when I say I am intentional, I am engaging. So I'm not only like that with my students, I'm like this in this training as well. We're going to be up, we're going to clap. We're gonna use our eyes. We're gonna shake. So don't bring your dancing shoes, bring your walking shoes, bring in your shoes that you can run in, because this is a up and engaging training, guys. I want to make sure that we are all going to be intentional when we go back inside our classroom with our students. And the only way we can be intentional, we have to be the example. So when you get ready to come for this training, guys, be ready to move, be ready to clap, be ready to get up and dance, because this is preschool, guys. And you know we're dealing with COVID kids, before COVID and after COVID kids. And one thing they're used to doing is sitting down, just listening, just watching TV, just playing video games. So what I want to do is, with my training, is we have to be the example for our kids to be able to model what we want them to be, right? We setting high expectations, but we're not giving them any type of resources or anything to lean on. So I want to show them first that I can be silly and wild, but at the same time, I can control myself and I can make sure that I have the attention, so I can tell you what's next for the directions. I can give you the next expectations, and I can give you the next routine that we're going to do next. And after you do this on a daily basis, then this is going to be a systematic system for you, and your students are going to make sure that you do it every day. They're not going to let you get away from it. So these just a little bitty things. We just want to make sure in them chaotic moments, and them moments where we're trying to transition to the bathroom and the kids are running everywhere, when we're trying to transition from outside and you can't hear everybody. If you have that two clap, 1 2, and everybody 1 2, then you're gonna have 4 or 5 kids that start coming and doing it. And once you get everybody involved, then peer-to-peer teaching is going to become one of the greatest things. And we're going to talk about all of that in this session. But like I said, now, do not come to this session if you don't have your dancing shoes, guys. We're going to have a great time, okay? We are not coming to Elevate to just sit down and have a boring training. Mr. J is going to just sit down and talk to you. No, Mr. J going to be up dancing. Mr. J going to be up clapping. And I want you guys to get up and model with me as well, all right? So we can transfer this good energy, this good environment, these good resources back into the classroom. I'm sorry about that, Mr. Greg. I just got to warn them.
Hey, I love it. I love that people are loving it. They're so excited. And I love what you said about we set high expectations, but we need to make sure that we're giving them the tools and the
Yeah,
support to reach that. Because if
yeah,
I'm going to set the bar high, my kids are going to need help to go there. And I
yes,
love that you're talking about modeling and being intentional and being explicit and that consistency, because they know what we want them to do. We're going to teach
yes,
them how to do it. We're going to give them the tools to do it. And then we're going to be consistent.
yes.
I love that, because
It's
you're
all
so
about
right. That's what our
accountability.
kids need. And if you forget or if you get out of that routine, they let you know.
They let you know because you done built that up. It's all about the system that you build. It's all about your routine. If you make and you build up a routine with your students, they're not going to let nobody come in your classroom. Mr. Greg, you know this right now. If you build up a routine in that classroom, you might miss a day. If a sub come in that classroom, they're going to say, Mr. Greg, don't let us do this. Mr. Greg say, don't say that. Mr. Greg said, we have to do this after lunchtime.
Yep.
Because it's already built up in them. And it's all about setting positive routines for your students, something that's fun, engaging. You don't have to do the same routine, but make sure they have a routine where they know what comes next. At least they know something fun is going to happen next, so they engage. And then when it comes down to you doing your attention getters or your attention grabbers, it's easier to get their attention. You don't have to yell. Because it's all about tone too. We're going to talk about tone in this session as well, because I'm a male educator. And like Mr. Greg said, it's not the norm to be in ECE field as a especially a male, but definitely an African American male, where kids basically respond to you different. And then my tone has to be positive at all times. So we're going to talk about all of these things now, Mr. Greg.
And I love that you brought up tone, because I think that's so important. Because I think back to last year, I had a student in my class who he had autism, and he was, in 19 years of teaching, probably, I know we're not supposed to have favorites, but he was probably my favorite.
I know what you mean, Mr. Greg.
But he would repeat everything I said, and he would say it with the same tone and inflection as I would. And sometimes he would say something and I would be like, oh, like that didn't come out the way I wanted it to. And so it was a really good opportunity for me to kind of to focus more on my tone, because what we say is just as important as how we say it to our
How
kids.
we say it. Yes. Yes. And that's being males, educators, Mr. Greg. Sometimes we can be so passionate about something, about wanting our kids to learn, wanting our kids to not hurt each other and things in the classroom, that it come off sometimes a little harsh, because we're like, hey, we love you, don't hurt your friends. And then you have some emotional kids, because I said we are dealing with COVID kids,
Right.
in the COVID generation. So you have so many emotional kids now, that tone is one of the most important things when you're doing anything in the classroom. You said in classroom management, you need a great tone. You greeting in the morning, you need a great tone. You're in your large group session and you're trying to tell them what your daily plan is going to be. You need a great tone. So they need to see all of your tones, but they need to know when you're talking that you're not trying to tear them down in that moment, but instead build them up and make them and allow them to have their own self-awareness.
All right. I think we lost Jeremy's audio. So I'm going to remind everybody that we are giving away some great prizes tonight. We are giving away a free ticket to Elevate Virtual. We are giving away a Groovy Planner from Berto & Co. by the Kindergarten Smorgasbord. We're giving away 2 notepads of your choice from Berto & Co. by the Kindergarten Smorgasbord. And we're giving away a $25 gift card to the tksstore.com. It's super easy to enter tonight's giveaway. All you have to do is hit the share button and get in the comments. The more you share and the more you comment, the more chances you have to win. So hit that share button, invite your friends to join. We're having a great conversation. Jeremy's working out his technical difficulties. No, we still can't hear you. So he's going to keep trying. So I want to just hit some of the things that we've been talking about tonight, because Jeremy brought up such a great point about tone, about consistency, about being intentional, especially when it comes to the structures and the routines and those expectations. And so often we talk about having high expectations, but we don't give the kids the things to get to those high expectations. So it's very important that not only do we set the expectations, but we give the tools for our kids to get there as well. And I've seen some great comments about.
All right, Mr. Greg, I'm back.
Yes. All right.
Perfect.
I've seen some great comments about attention getters in the classroom and about routines. And so many great comments. So continue sharing, continue commenting, and register for Elevate. If you haven't yet registered for Elevate Virtual, do it now. Click the links in the comments and in the description. Use the code Jeremy to save an extra 25% off of your ticket. That means you can register for $75. The way Elevate works is you register, The conference kicks off June 1st. It is all virtual, which means every session is recorded. There are no live videos. They're all recorded videos. From June 1st through August 31st, you have access, unlimited access to all of the content, all of the sessions, all of the downloads. You can watch the videos as much as you want. You can rewind, fast forward. You can watch them, take notes, come back and watch again. You can watch on your phone through the Elevate app. You can watch on your laptop. You can watch anywhere you want. Somebody made a good point. Mr. J is going to have us up and moving.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be watching his session in the pool.
Yeah, no, not in the pool. But look, we can work out in the pool too, long as you active. We don't matter where they at, Mr. Greg. We're gonna make sure they're up and moving. If you do not know, I'm telling you, this is a warning now. Tell your friends. If we're going to Mr. J training, this is a virtual training, but we will be up and moving.
And you can see here on the screen, you can see this is the actual conference. It's already built and ready to go. So you can see the video, you can see the freebie, you can see other information there. Everything you need is right there. And again, it's all recorded and it's all virtual. So you can, starting June 1st, all the way through August 31st, you can watch the sessions as much as you want. You can fast forward, rewind, download the freebies, all of that. And it's all available for you for those 90 days. So get registered, use the link in the comments or in the description, use the code Jeremy to save 25%. All right, Mr. J, give us your favorite attention getter.
All right. So I ain't want to give y'all this one, but I wrote it down because I knew Mr. Gray was going to ask me this one. So normally when we're in the classroom, I'm big about self-control in the classroom. So I'm going to give you guys one that's about self-control. And this is about controlling ourselves as educators as well. Because if we cannot control ourselves as educators, how do we expect to control our scholars that's in our classroom? We need to have some type of training. We need to have some type of daily routine that we do ourselves, right? So what I do is I make sure that we rub them. Two hands, rub them. We put our hands on top like this, on the top of our head. We close our eyes and think of a happy place. We're going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, when we come down, we're going to debrief and say self-control. One more time. Rub them. Put them on top. All right, let's come down. 1, 2, 3. Self-control. Now that's one just to get their attention, just when they're being chaotic or they in the case, it's just a mess and centers and they just everywhere and things like that. That's just to get their attention. Then we'll come back with this one right here. Now, Mr. Gray, this one right here is real fun, real cool. I think it's cool because it's back in our element when we used to watch commercials and things. But if you all remember, the commercials is Red Robin. Now, if you need to comment, wait, Mr. Greg. If they need to comment, they need to comment what come after that. Let me say it one more time. Red Robin. Now, y'all need to comment what come after that. Now, if y'all was some old school teachers like me, then you know exactly what come after Red Robin on the commercial, right? So what you do with your students is you teach them, because our students they're not too much TV people. Now, you know, they watch YouTube, they watch TikToks, they do all these things. So when you say, teachers are going to say Red Robin, and Mr. Greg, you're going to be the students for me right now. So Red Robin.
Yum.
But when you do the yum, you got to make sure you rub your belly, because what that's going to do for students, when you rub your belly, you're going to say, whoa, my belly, oh, yum. They're going to start rubbing their bellies too. Because it's all about being fun, being creative, but also keeping them engaged, okay? Look at that, Mr. Greg. You see the yum? They know what come after.
They know. Hey, listen.
And these just a little bit, guys. Look, just like I said, I'm just using real life situations and resources that we use every day, all day, and just bring them inside the classroom and making them engaging and fun, right?
Right. And it's easy. It's so easy. Somebody said they're doing it tomorrow with their kids. Y'all, yeah. This is Elevate. This is what Elevate is about, is classroom proven ideas that you can do tomorrow. Everything that we share in Elevate can be done in any classroom. And this doesn't take you any time. It's no prep and it costs you no money, right? I love that. Hey, everybody, while we're chatting about this, go ahead and hit the share button. Invite your friends to join us and get in the comments. The more you share, the more that you comment, the more chances you have to win some prizes. We've got a free ticket to Elevate Virtual. We're giving away a Groovy planner from Berto & Co. by the Kindergarten Smorgasbord. We've got a $25 gift card to the TKS store. And we're giving away 2 notepads of your choice from Berto & Co. by the Kindergarten Smorgasbord. So hit that share button. Invite your friends to join in on this yummy, fun conversation.
Yummy,
right?
I like
Listen, the minute we start rubbing our bellies, they're going to crack up. and
They gonna
that gets their attention, that gets them
right.
back. But I want to go back to, because this got a lot of response in the comments. I want to go back to what you said about the self-control,
Yeah.
because yes, our kids need it, but
Oh,
so do we.
yes.
And think about, how many times do you feel yourself as a teacher, as an adult, as a human, getting frustrated, you
Yeah.
getting stressed, getting overwhelmed, and in the classroom, in the school with, and a lot of times, y'all, let's just be real, it's the other adults that do it. It's not
Yeah.
necessarily the kids, right?
Yeah, it's not
But
really the kids. It's
right,
your peers that you work with every day, and it's the
right,
people you coming from home from and things like that. We come in with real life problems every day.
right.
We're
And
not saying that we are perfect teachers, and that's why I deal with the self control side with us first. I want to teach us self control first because it's a lot of adults, including myself, that wasn't taught the proper way of how to control our emotions, and that's why we have so many leaders that we looked up to now that are losing their minds and being chaotic and things like that because they were never taught how to control their emotions. So I want to take it now since I'm the first foundation of their education. I want to make sure that I'm being intentional now. I don't want to wait until third grade. I don't want to wait till fifth grade. I don't want to wait until high school. I'm going to start right now in preschool, teaching them how to control their emotions. So when they do get to third, fifth, and high schools, these are things they already know and they can teach others.
right.
Right? It's just going to be the domino effect. They're going to teach their friend going to teach their friend. Then we're going to go home and we're going to start teaching our parents self control sometime because we know as parents we lose our control a lot. I'm a parent first.
Right, me too.
Yes. So we lose our control a lot because it's a different type of patient with our own child.
Right.
But we have to be, once you become a teacher, teaching, I think, develop us as parents.
Oh,
Because,
100%.
oh, 100%. We find out, oh, we shouldn't be doing that with our child. Or we find out, oh, we need to do a little bit more with our child. It's just what it is.
Right.
So when I say with just being able to have your attention and getting your attention of your students, these are important things. But and before all of that, self-control is the most important thing of it all. If we cannot control our emotions, if we cannot control our tone, if we cannot control the environment that we're in, then it's no way we can get the attention of anybody. So
Yeah.
don't worry about trying to get the attention of some 3 and 4 and 5-year-olds.
And like with everything, we have to model that. Kids have to see us doing that. Kids have to see me as an adult, as their teacher, saying, Mr. Greg needs a moment, right? Sometimes
Right?
I'll walk away, I'll take a couple of breaths and come back. Sometimes I'll say, you know what? I'm like, we all just need a moment. Everybody take a moment, shake it
Yes,
off. Everybody deep breath,
yes,
deep breath,
yes,
and then we keep going. And
yes.
it makes a difference. And when they see us doing it, they know, like, oh yeah, that's okay. It's okay.
Mr. Gray, I got one question. I know this is an interview for Mr. J, but I have one question for you. How
Uh-oh.
many times have you seen your educator when you was growing up get upset? Say, hey, I'm upset with you guys, blah blah. They never said it, but you knew through their tone, you knew through their
Right.
action, you knew how they treated other kids that they was upset. But you never seen them rubbing, put them on top. When I do that in front of my kids, Mr. Gray, the first thing they say is, "Oh, whoa, Mr. J, let's give Mr. J a minute." I
Right.
didn't yell. I didn't scream. I didn't say, "Hey boy, hey girl, y'all need to go sit down somewhere." I didn't do any of that. Only thing I did was start rubbing my hands like this. And we do it so much on a daily basis, is our routine, that kids already understand. Let's give Mr. J a moment. When Mr. J turn back around, he's gonna be the best teacher ever. But Mr. J need this moment. They'll even sometimes get quiet. You can hear him tell him, look at Mr. J. Mr. J doing self-control because he upset. And sometimes I don't be upset. I just need that moment. It's too loud. I'm trying to think of what we're gonna do next because they don't want to do this activity. But they understand gestures. I don't have to say I'm mad. I don't have to say I don't have to start yelling. I don't have to say, "Little Johnny, I told you 5 times to sit down and you didn't sit down yet." But just me being able to do gestures. And it's all about having positive reactions in the classroom with your babies. Yes, like I said, things happen. Yes, you're going to get upset. Yes, you're going to say that kid don't need to be doing that. But we have to understand that we're dealing with 4 and 5-year-old. And one thing I do is, Mr. Greg, is I turn into a 4 and 5-year-old every time I go in that classroom. So when I do that, it makes it easy for me to find a solution to the problem. Now, if I stay in my adult mode, then everything in there is gonna get on my nerve because
Right.
I'm an adult. I know everything. I'm right. You don't supposed to do this. You don't supposed to do that. But when I'm a 4 and 5, I'm like, oh man, I would have did that too. I understand why you did that. It's a different type of perspective how I'm looking at it. So these are just little things, Mr. Greg.
Right. Well, I think you hit a good point, is that you go into it as a kid, right?
Yep.
And because when we go into it with the adult mindset, you're right. It's so easy to think, oh, we learned how to line up. You should know how to line
Right,
up. You should know how to sit on
right.
the carpet. But they're 4 and 5 years old. They're 6 years old. They're 7. They're 8, and we're bombarding them with so much
Much
information,
information.
right?
Yeah,
That they're going to forget. Things are going to get pushed out. They're kids, and so being in that classroom as a kid with that mindset is, I think it's a game changer. Like,
yeah,
I think that was an aha moment for me during this live, is come at it like a kid, right? Not as a grown up. I love that
right.
because it changes your perspective on things. So love that. Listen, y'all, we have a few more minutes with Mr. J. I want to remind everybody that we have some great prizes to give away. We're giving away a free ticket to Elevate Virtual. We're giving away 2 notepads of your choice from Berto & Co. by the Kindergarten Smorgasbord. We're giving away a $25 gift certificate or gift card to TKS Store. And we're giving away a Groovy Planner from Berto & Co. by the Kindergarten Smorgasbord. Super, super easy to enter. Hit the share button. Join us in the comments. I've seen there's been an amazing conversation happening in the comments. Keep it going. The more you share and the more you comment, the more chances you have to win some great prizes tonight. So, Jeremy, as we kind of roll up here to the end of the session, give us one more idea, tip, piece of advice.
I'm going to say always, even when you're trying to get the attention in your classroom, one thing I'm going to talk about is environment. Um, Always have a creative environment for your students. Don't let your students come in the classroom and they feel like they can't move. They gotta ask you 1,000 times, can they go to the restroom? My classroom is so freely open, I want to say, to a point where my students, they know they don't have to ask me to go to the restroom, but they still tell me they going to the restroom because they know I need to just know about their whereabouts because of the positivity. If somebody fall in my classroom, we don't laugh. We automatically know that it needs to be 4 or 5 kids over there trying to help that one kid off the floor because that kid need us emotionally at that moment. These are things that we teach throughout the school year. But also coming in the first day of school, they need to come in saying colors. They need to come in saying great activities. They need to come in saying affirmations on the wall. They need to come in. I have jumbo letters on my wall in my classroom. Be nice, gentle hands, kind words. Even though my kids come in not being able to read, before they leave, they able to tell me everything that's on that wall before they're able to leave because it's affirmation every day. It's on the wall, jumbo print. We using environmental print. We using visuals. Be able to show these things in your environment to make it an educational environment, but fun at the same time. When you make it fun and you make it exciting and you make it engaging, it's easier to teach kids. When your classroom is dull, when your classroom ain't got no life to it, when your classroom just got ABCs on the wall and 1, 2, 3s, you may get 2 students in there that may get you some tension, but it's gonna be chaotic because they don't want to come in a classroom that's not fun, that's not engaging. You're gonna have a lot of behavioral problems. You're gonna have a lot of redirecting problems. You're gonna have a lot of kids that's not gonna be in tune, and you're gonna feel like you're missing out or you're teaching in a non-intentional way. And if you want to be intentional, make sure that you're making sure that you know the interests of the kids, you understand your kids mentally, physically, and emotionally. You know that your classroom is inviting every day that you come in. And if it's not, put some let a if it's October, let a pumpkin hang down and have a smiley face on it. Let them make pumpkin faces so they can make and see their environment and see their artwork throughout the classroom. This is just called artistic creations in the classroom. You being able to them being able to come in and be proud of something. Just make it engaging all the time. We were going to talk about this when we asked about can we get your attention because everything play a part in getting your kids' attention. Their environment, the tone, the activities, your co-teacher, the way you prepare her or him, the way you dress, all of that is important. So these are a couple of things we just gonna just leave with you all before tonight and let you all know that when you get ready to come to this training, it's gonna be very, 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 very engaging. But make sure that you bring your dancing shoes, okay? Bring some dancing shoes and a bottle of water. Do not come to this session without your bottle of water because the first thing you're gonna say is, well, Mr. J didn't tell us nothing about all this. That didn't say we was gonna be doing all this in the training. I'm giving you a warning now. We're gonna have a good time. Not a long time, but a good time. You're gonna need some water. You're gonna need some dancing shoes. And make sure them hands ready because we're gonna be doing some clapping, okay? And don't forget, rub them, rub them, rub them, put them on top, count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Self-control. Whenever you having a hard day, if it's chaotic that day, if the kids don't want to listen because it's Friday, it's almost time for school to be out. Use these techniques, guys. Take them back to your classroom, teach it to your students. Make it a routine. Don't forget your routine. That's all I got for them tonight, Mr. Greg.
All right, y'all, listen, get those dancing shoes on, grab your bottle of water, and join us at Elevate Virtual. You are loving tonight's live. Oh, look at that. Rebecca's buying some dancing shoes this weekend. She's ready for Elevate Virtual. Y'all get registered. You don't want to miss out. Think about all of the great ideas that we've had tonight in the live. Imagine what you're going to get from Mr. J in his session at Elevate. Click the link in the comments and the description to register. Use the code Jeremy at checkout. That'll save you an extra 25% off of your ticket. Remember, Elevate is 90 days, June 1st to August 31st. It's all recorded, which means you can access the videos whenever, wherever you want, as much as you want. You can access the content, the freebies. All of that can be accessed throughout the 90 days from June 1st to August 31st. Get registered now. Don't miss out, because at the end of May, the price does go up. So you don't want to miss out. Register now. Use the code Jeremy to save 25% off. We cannot wait to see you all dancing with Mr. J virtually this summer. So practice that self-control after you register for Elevate Virtual. Get rid of, throw away the caution. Register now. Get your dancing shoes on. Join Mr. J at Elevate Virtual. We cannot wait for more. You've given me some great moments tonight. I cannot wait for your session, because I know I'm going to learn so much more. Yes, I've had a blast with you tonight. But y'all, let's do some giveaways. If you haven't yet hit the share button, now is the time to do it. You've got about 2 seconds. Hit that share button. We're going to give away a free ticket to Elevate Virtual. If you are the winner of tonight's free ticket to Elevate Virtual, you need to send an email to crystal@elevateyourclassroom.com. And the winner of a free ticket to Elevate Virtual is Angie Heath. Congratulations, Angie. You've won a free ticket to Elevate Virtual. Angie, send an email to crystal@elevateyourclassroom.com, and she will take care of your ticket. Next up, we have a Groovy Planner from Berto & Co. by the Kindergarten Smorgasbord. If you are the winner of the Groovy Planner from Berto & Co. by the Kindergarten Smorgasbord, you'll need to send an email to kindersmorgy@gmail.com, and we will send you your planner. Tonight's winner of a Groovy Planner from Berto & Co. by the Kindergarten Smorgasbord is Nicole Cashman. Congratulations, Nicole. You've won a free Groovy Planner from Berto & Co. by the Kindergarten Smorgasbord. Send an email to kindersmorgy@gmail.com. Next, we have 2 notepads of your choice from Berto & Co. And again, if you are the winner of the notepads, you'll send an email to kindersmorgy@gmail.com. And the winner of the notepads is Christy Webb. Congratulations, Christy. You've won 2 notepads from Berto & Co. So send an email to kindersmorgy@gmail.com, and we will get you your notepads. Somebody asked earlier what my favorite notepad is. My favorite notepad from Berto & Co. is the checklist notepad, but also the reading and math small group documentation notepads. I use those all the time. All right. And finally, we have a $25 gift card to tksstore.com. And the winner of that gift card is Aurora Blackwell. Congratulations, Aurora. You've won a $25 gift card to tksstore.com. Send an email to kindersmorgy@gmail.com, and we will get you your gift card. Congratulations, everybody. Thank you all so much. Mr. J, it was fantastic getting to talk to you. I can't wait for your virtual session. If you're joining us at Elevate Dallas, Mr. J will be there, so I cannot wait to meet you in person.
Well, I can't wait to meet you, Mr. Greg, man. I can't wait.
And thank you to everybody who joined us tonight. If you haven't yet registered for Elevate Virtual, click the links in the comments and the description. Use the code Jeremy to save 25% off of your ticket. Get registered before the end of the month when the price goes up. Don't miss out on the virtual event of the summer. Elevate Virtual kicks off June 1st. We can't wait to see you all virtually. Thank you for staying up late with us and hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate you. We see you. We hear you. We admire you for all that you do with your students. Thank you all so much. We will see you soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye.